That's so cool. Here I have the Sofirn ST10. So that's the little torch that they've sent me. So thanks you to Sofirn. This is the second one they've sent me. This is an awesome little torch. This is really cool as well. It's aluminium. It's really small, as you can see. If I get a card, so there's a credit card, so you can see how big that is. It is a very small. So that's how small this little torch is. And it's a dual torch with a clip on it, which is really cool. So you've got a front facing torch, which is this button here, and then you've got a side facing torch over there, so you can clip this on your belt and use that torch over there to project light in front. And it's also got a red light, so you can also use that for any emergencies and things like that. The battery fits in here. They give you 2 extra little rubber seals, which is around there, so it's water resistant. There's the battery that fits inside, and that's rechargeable. And what's cool is that this battery is USB-C rechargeable. How cool is that? Damn! That is so cool. 900 milliamp lithium ion. I've always wanted one of these. See, so you can just put that in there, plug it in, and then it charges. How cool is that? Wow. That's so cool. So there we go. That's the battery that comes in the torch, like so. Put that there, close it up so it's nice and watertight. You've got the clamp here, so this can go on your belt or a jacket or whatever you want. And then you've got your front button, pressing it there switches it on, pressing it again switches off. The side one, and there. And there's quite a few settings. So you've got the main light, which has a 1 lumen output, so that one can last 150 hours on the lowest setting. And then you've got low, medium, high, turbo, and beacon, and that will go all the way up to around 120 minutes, or 1 hour 20. It's not 120 minutes, that's 80. And the beam can actually reach up to 144 meters, so you can see it from quite far away, and the intensity is also quite good. Now the side beam over here, or the side white light, which is this one, can last up to 1 hour 20 as well, and can be seen around 54 meters the distance. And then we've got the side red light, which can last up to 1 hour, and it's 28 meters away, so that's cool. Also, if you do drop it, it's got a 1 meter drop resistance, or 3.28 feet. It's IP6, so water can get on it, but don't submerge it. Press on, off, on, off for that one. And 2 clicks will be turbo. So that's, wow, that's bright. There we go. So that is very bright. Jeepers. And you put a beacon on as well. So if you double click, that's the beacon. So if you are in distress, you can do that. And then you can switch it off by pressing it once. Now a long press from on. So it needs to be on. Now a long press will go through the different brightnesses. So there we've got the first one, low. Then you hold it down again for medium. Hold it down again, and it goes back to moon, which is the lowest one. No, that's not the lowest one. The lowest one is when you're on off and you hold it down. That's the lowest setting. So that one will last you the longest. So it's just sort of a little glow. Even with light over here, you can see it's still projecting some light. So that's quite good. So that's the main light at the top. Those are the settings for it. And then on the side, the same thing would happen as well. So you can do a on and off. And then you've got a long press, which will take you to the side light. So that will switch over to the side light. And then what you need to do is click from on. So it's on now, and then you press once with the side light, and it will go through the different brightnesses. And then you switch it off by pressing. And then the white light as well, long press from on. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Long press from on, will go to the white light, and then you hold it down while it's on and it will cycle through the different brightnesses. So that's it really. Now what I want to do is test it outside. It's also magnetic, which is quite cool. So they give you this little strap here as well, which is nice, and as you can see it is magnetic, so you can clip it to things that are metal, so that's quite nice. And yeah, I'm just going to test it outside and see what it looks like. Cool. Okay, so I'm outside now, and I doubt you'll be able to see the torch. I'll turn around with these lights. So there's the torch there. What I'll do is move back here, switch on the first front beam. So now that's the beam on the wall here. We can see there. So that's on. And what I'll do is move to the next brightness. So that's there. We'll go to the next one. And that's back to the little glow. So that is the 3 levels of light over there. So let me go to the bright one. So there, that is very bright for a little torch like this. It's tiny, and that's very bright. So that's the front torch. Then what we'll do is we'll go to the side one. So that's the side one now. So that's on, and you'll see it illuminate up here. So if I hold it down, that's the next level. So if that was on my belt, that's actually quite good. So I've now placed it where my belt would be. So that's there. And that is good. So when I turn, that's very bright. Wow. Okay, then let's try the red light. So there's the red flashing now. If I hold it down, there we go. So that's the red on the lowest. You can sort of see it lighting up. A bit of Stranger Things theme going on here. Stranger Things. We'll come back on, hold it down, and go brighter. Oh, there we go. Now that looks like Stranger Things. And that's the brightest over there. So, wow, that's very bright as well. Sheepers. So this could even be used as a bike light if you want, which is quite bright. So this is pretty awesome. It's a cool little light, this. Wow. Thanks again to Sofirn for it. If you want to get one, there's a link in the description. And I'll see you in my next review. Cheers.